Not too long ago, there was a popular website for artists and 3D artists specifically called 3D Total. And if you've been a 3D artist long enough, you remember how cool this place was. It was basically as popular as CG Society and the others. It had weekly interviews with artists, tutorials, and an active forum. But now, it looks totally different. So what happened? "3D Total started back in the late 1990s and early 2000s, during a time when the internet for 3D artists was way smaller and way more chaotic than today. Back then, learning 3D was honestly painful. YouTube tutorials barely existed, online courses were rare, and most artists learned through forums, magazines, or random tutorials hidden across the web. 3D Total showed up as one of the first big online hubs focused entirely on CG artists, especially people using software like Max, Maya, Houdini, and ZBrush. It became popular because it offered tutorials, galleries, textures, interviews, making of articles, and downloadable resources all in one place. For a lot of artists in the 2000s, visiting 3D Total was almost part of the daily routine. What made 3D Total special was that it didn't just feel like a corporate training website. It felt like a real artist community. So around the mid-2000s, they expanded heavily into digital magazines like 2D Artist and 3D Creative, which became super influential before YouTube tutorials completely took over. Those magazines were everything in the CG world, and a lot of beginner artists learned professional workflows from them. At the same time, 3D Total also became known for publishing high-quality art books focused on concept art, illustration, character design, anatomy, and digital painting. Eventually, the publishing side became huge, especially with books from artists like Luis Van Barro, Guiz, and many others. But I will come back to that later. What's interesting is that 3D Total kinda evolved alongside the CG industry itself. In the early days, it was heavily focused on hardcore 3D tutorials and technical learning because 3D artists desperately needed educational content. But over time, as free tutorials exploded online, and platforms like YouTube took over training, 3D Total shifted more toward premium art books, also inspiration, interviews, and curated educational content. So instead of competing with free tutorials directly, they leaned into becoming more of an art publishing brand and a creative community. Another reason artists respected 3D Total was because it helped legitimize digital art during a time when a lot of people still didn't fully take CG seriously. Back then, concept art, digital sculpting, and game art in general were still growing industries, and sites like 3D Total, alongside spaces like CG Society and later ArtStation, helped create an actual online culture around digital artists. And a lot of artists who later worked in games, VFX, or animation studios used 3D Total tutorials or got inspired by galleries and interviews when they were still beginners. And honestly, one of the coolest things about 3D Total is that it survived multiple eras of the internet. You see, a lot of old CG websites completely disappeared, but 3D Total adapted over time instead of dying out. Today, it is much more known for art books and creative publishing than for old school forum tutorials, in addition to interviews and stuff. But its roots are deeply tied to the early online CG learning scene, and in many ways, it is one of the websites that helped shape the modern digital art community before social media and modern creative platforms existed in the first place. And if you haven't seen this website from years ago, it is basically just a shell of its former glory. In fact, you wouldn't even recognize it. You see, 3D Total accidentally discovered something they were really good at, publishing beautiful physical art books, as I said before. Their magazines and tutorials collections were already popular, so evolving into a publishing company made sense naturally. And unlike online tutorials that people could watch for free, high-quality art books still had value because artists loved collecting them for inspiration, anatomy studies, concept art references, and portfolios. So books like Sketching from the Imagination, Art Fundamentals, and Character Design Quarterly became super recognizable in art schools in addition to studios. I also think they shifted probably because of business stability. You see, running an old school forum or website became much more harder over time, Because ad revenues dropped, forums became less active, and social media basically stole online communities, away from the independent websites. Meanwhile, selling premium books, magazines, and educational publishing was a more reliable business. But the good and the interesting thing is that 3D Total never fully abandoned artists, it just changed how it works, so to speak. But its popularity is basically not even close to its heyday. I remember in the early 2010s, I was visiting the website on a daily basis because it looked so cool and it had amazing stuff all the time. Especially interviews with artists, I used to read that a lot. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.